Afternoon, everybody. Hi, Tony and Mel again, under the tree, where we meet on a good Saturday afternoon. Melanie, you saw it? Did you saw it?
No, it's our Sabbath.
Ah, or who's ah?
The world,
Or the what?
the Creator's Sabbath.
Listen, see, you start foolishness now.
No, you started it.
No,
I'm only answering your
No,
question.
but you know what? Well, hold on. Let me say this to you.
Yes.
You look nice today. I think this here.
Thank you.
This here kind of suits you.
Thank you.
You ain't Russian. You ain't Russian. Holy smoke. Folks out there, how you doing? Well, Mel and Tony under the tree again. We back at it. Mel, you on top of Cat Island, eh?
Well, we were live last week and we posted quite a bit of stuff that we didn't really speak to. So I just thought it would be appropriate to,
You
talk
speak-
about some of the things that we posted.
You want to talk about Cat Island?
Bad?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Is there something bad we can say about such a beautiful island?
Yeah, we can say a lot of things about Cat Island.
Well, we ain't talking about Cat Island, no.
We can talk
We
good
made friends on Cat Island.
So we can talk good about Cat Island.
Yes.
Oh, Cat Island.
Sweet. That's what you want on all them videos that you posted. Cat Island
Listen.
sweet, eh?
Yeah, I tell you what, folks, doing the Cat Island piece was a eye opening for me. Now, I know islands are beautiful and island is not and all that, but I think Bahamians missing a big chunk of their life.
They live in the heart of the crown jewel of the world, and there is so much to behold. So much.
But I want you to tell the
The
people.
tourists are taking advantage of it.
Yeah, but I want you to tell the people.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, we ain't show the picture.
Which picture?
The picture I should show. Where you jump in the pool. Jump in the...
Salt pond and
no,
in the healing
in
pond.
the healing pond. So you got to tell the people if the pool is really true. It's really healing.
It is. It is. When I jumped in the pool, I was
In the pond.
In the pond, the healing pond. I had actually caught a flu about 4 weeks prior, and every day I was just coughing. And when I went in that pond, well, first I got a surprise element because what looked like rock was not really rock. So
All
there
right.
was this boggy
Yes.
effect.
Yes.
And so I don't like that sore feeling.
No.
So I had to force myself to go in
deep.
full body.
Yeah.
And the salt, oh my God, I have never experienced anything so salty. But once I got out of there, I didn't realize how much mucus was in my head. The amount that came out for at least 3 minutes from the chest and from the head. And since then, I just got better and better and better, because it didn't seem as if this thing was going anywhere, It's that cold, that flu, that wasn't COVID, but hospitalized a lot of people. So it really did help. And then, of course, I was having some problems with my right knee, and I did feel some improvement. I won't say it went away completely, because that particular problem is more associated with spine alignment than anything. So, but yeah, it does have. Generally, I felt like a renewed person, right? So I would say that there is benefit. Of course, we learned after the fact that there is a method to the madness where you literally, well, I did say a prayer, but I didn't realize that that was one of the requisites, that the person's going in should hold hands, say a prayer, and then submerge the entire body.
Well, let me tell you my experience at the pond.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping in. I tell you my experience. I go in and their head bad and come in head good. So it worked for me.
Well, that's good.
But it worked for me. But I had a beautiful week after Cat Island.
That's good.
And so even if it's just the little piece of this whole healing pond, Cat Island experience, the whole thing,
Yeah.
it renewed my body to get fresh start.
Just that island
Yeah.
slow pace. Well, I must say that there was more traffic than I anticipated once you
Yeah.
were sitting stationary. But and that's mainly in the New Bight area.
Yeah.
But up in Port Howe and the other areas were not quite as busy.
But the last time I've been to Cat Island, about 4 years ago, Cat Island has grown.
Since the
And-
last time I went too,
And in volume, seems like people are just,
the
the
population
population is
yeah.
growing. So Cat Island,
Businesses are also
Yep.
growing in numbers.
so Cat Island is in the move. So anybody who think that these islands are not growing, and you know what really amazed me about Cat Island is it wasn't the winter season and they had
But it was
tourists.
nice and cool
Yeah,
too.
but they had
Yeah. Cat Island seemed to have
and they had
tourists,
winter tourists.
all but year round.
Yeah.
And smaller. So if you really want to see the amount of tourists that go to Cat Island that have long stay, I think up to 3 months, some of
And-
those persons stay much like the residents of Old Fort and Lyford Gate.
And right,
Yeah.
and meeting, and there's a section of it where it's built up by winter resident on the beach, yeah, and it is so gorgeous, and I know those people enjoy living winter residents down there, but I must say this: I have some friends at Cat Island that I met, and some interesting people like when you talk to people in the island, it's a whole different culture of like even the way they talk, even the way they approach you, and having the conversation with Mr. King that morning, because you know the police came around in the uniform,
Yeah, doing a community
and doing the
walk.
community, and Mr. King and a police officer, tough. All these guys were just amazing, you know. And Mr. King made it himself to come to me, to talk to me, you know, how you, and question me about the island, question me how things are going, and are you enjoying yourself? It's a whole total different, that part of it, it's a whole total. So I kudos to those Cat Island people who were just friendly to talk to me.
Yeah.
And they was willing.
practically all of them were friendly.
Yeah, but I'm talking about how the conversation with me and Mr. King was like a
dialogue of friends, between friends.
no father and son. Like
Okay.
he was trying to figure me out and try to find out how I doing, and I see you for a little while, and so the whole see in Nassau, people don't even have time to talk to you. They're always on the run, and they don't care about what's going on with you. But when you go to these family and people care, even if they don't care about you, the perception is they care about you because they have this conversation and ask you, how you doing? How is it? You know,
Yeah, and
what's going
it's
on?
it's not just a piece of conversation. It's
Right.
a genuine interest
Right.
in your well-being.
and
yeah.
and that's a part of it. Then down to Miss Bell. It was interesting. She was from Nassau, trying to Cat Island, and she loving it. It's like I can't just pick up from Nassau and go to Cat Island where I gotta ride 45 minutes for a soda or 45 minutes for a sandwich. Or you crazy? I can't do it. See, that whole culture thing there has to, have to adjust to that. But she's there, and she jump right in, and she get involved in the church, and get involved in the community, and get involved in the tourists, and get involved, and open up.
Farming and everything.
Yeah, it's like, so it tells me what type of person, and what you'd be surprised to know what would come out of you.
Yeah, and the
Because
thing
I couldn't do it.
you couldn't do it.
I could live there, but I have to do it slowly.
Okay.
Like I should just go on there and whap, whap, whap. I can hunt, travel, and
And the kids.
and see, Cat Island is unique. I was watching and checking and listening to everything. And on Cat Island, the woman, they charge. The woman in charge. The woman almost run the. You go to the baker, the woman. You go to the restaurant, the woman. You even go in the yard, the woman doing the farming.
But what is also
and it shocked me where the men. I was trying to wonder, you mean no men in Cat Island? That means I get married now. That's what I was thinking, because this woman was doing everything.
yeah.
So either ain't no men there or the men.
Are busy doing other things.
Yeah, but it was interesting. If you listen to all the conversation, let's go to the interview we do. See, I was
with
doing
Daisy May.
Yeah, I doing my little research. With Daisy May says she is the cook, farmer,
Crafter.
the crafter, and she's also come a family. She grew.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is mother of 5.
Miss Bettle, the
Hi,
farmer.
Michael.
Hey, Michael, the farmer.
Uh-huh. Employed by tourism.
Employed by tourists.
Operator with a husband. With
Operate the restaurant.
And, well, she's a parent.
And she's a parent. She's
Right,
growing
but
up
she
young
also
children
does
and
some
grandchildren.
craft. She
And
also
she's doing
does some
craft. And so
Yeah.
every one of the women had 2 and 3 and 4 jobs. They weren't
Well,
poisoning them.
basically,
They weren't poisoning
they're
themselves.
bored. And
Yeah.
that was what I wanted to say. The entrepreneurship, they are all predominantly self-employed. Or if they have employment, they also are busy doing other things.
And the men are driving around drinking rum. It's a whole totally different culture.
No, I
And the men are driving. The men was sitting down or driving.
well, most of
Or
them
drinking
were
rum.
working.
Drinking rum.
Well, see where
You go
I
work
was
in
there
Island, drink
for.
rum, you know.
I was there for the entire
Yeah.
week, 10 days. I saw men, they were driving up and down, but most of them are employed by government, water and sewage.
Yeah, but-
so they keep the island
But
operational,
But the
BC
older
and all
women
that.
were, the older set of women were working. And the older women, you all see them working. Like they work in the stores, they work in the bakery shop, they work in, and it's so amazing that you come to Nassau, you see the young people working in the stores.
Okay.
See, it's a different.
And they're not self-employed, they're
Right,
employed by
right.
others.
And then, Cat Island Woman, the song said they give you plenty good loving. So that's a true song. Because now because like she said she had 5 children. This one have 4 children. And I was trying to I was trying to suss it out and calculate. And all of them didn't import nothing. They say they did.
Well, they
Coconut.
do a lot of
She said the guava duff, the guava, the punga, everything was already
yeah,
out.
they use
And the straw, the lady with the
the banana
yeah,
trunk and,
and the
also
lady
the coconut.
and the lady with the hats and the bags.
Yeah, the straw and
Every-
yeah,
yeah.
the
the
cedar,
cedar
the
tree.
cedar plant, the little seed, I guess.
creative.
Yeah,
And the pennies.
Yeah,
The flowers with the pennies.
Yeah, very creative.
And I was saying to myself, they just going right outside or inside and they pick up what they
Make
got.
use of everything.
And that's on the island. It taught me how to be what's that word I'm looking for?
Versatile.
Very versatile,
Mhm.
and they don't throw away nothing.
No.
They use everything,
No.
skin. I mean, seed,
Leaves,
leaves, everything,
branches,
everything,
yeah,
folks.
fruits.
You don't believe me?
Because I found Daisy May's usage of all of the fruits
All the
to
fruits.
make sauces, pepper sauce, jams, jelly, preserves, you know. And I thought that was really, really
Yeah,
good.
and that-
And you mentioned the breakfast that she prepared.
Oh man, folks, you ever had for your appetizer pound grinder for breakfast?
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate. I say pomegranate. Yeah,
Pomegranate.
yeah, pomegranate as a
Yeah.
dessert for breakfast.
Yes.
And I never had the same. And the grits were coarse grits.
Yes.
The grits were
Island grits.
the grits were yellow.
Hominy. You ever hear about hominy?
The grits were yellow, mixed with some brown stuff in it.
Mhm. That's from the
And some white
corn
stuff in it,
grown
yeah.
in her garden.
It was unique.
Mhm.
And she laid this out on the table. I mean, and she had eggs and everything was right from outside.
And she made the switcher too. You
And
know,
she made the
bottled-
switcher.
She bottled the switcher.
And the chicken was fresh egg, everything. And so
That
that's
was
the
a real island
yeah,
experience.
and that's
Real
the
island
life you want to live.
experience.
You don't want to be around here running from bullets. Bap! Policeman
Or-
coming,
or-
boy running.
Or, as we know when we go into the food store, things with the label organic,
Yeah.
right? And here it is, right from the garden to the table, organic in its highest form.
Yeah, and it was impressive that Cat Island is now becoming the tourist mecca of the world because you could come to Nassau and whatever you see in Nassau you see in Florida now on the beach, but Cat Island, what you see is unique, different, and guess what? I discovered environmental safe, ecotourism. Cat Island should be, or the Farmy Island should be the place.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people now reading labels of what they eat and what they drink. But you don't have to do that in Cat Island. You could just go there and they right out the yard. Even she would be talking about barking the coconut and drinking the coconut water,
Yeah.
fresh from the coconut. And I tell you, it was a amazing experience. But I got something for you, folks. I talking about Cat Island, but me and Melanie on the move.
Yeah.
Oh, Elutra, we coming to you. So, folks in Elutra, get ready for us. Wherever you, Mel Tony under the tree, hit us up. Because if you want us come to see you and sit down with you, let us know. We come, hit you up. We come and sit down and bring Nassau to you so Nassau could know you. And so
Nassau, Freeport, and the U.S.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so what we doing, we got Elutra, then we're going to do my hometown, the highlight of the center, the best place in the world, the little San Salvador. It ain't no place better like it's one of the beautifulest places in the world. So, soon coming, ain't long, like the old people say, soon coming.
Oh, coming soon.
No, soon coming. Me, Melanie, and under the tree. We coming. And so, Cat Island, we want to salute you.
Yes,
for
and
the
say thank
marvelous
you.
time
Thank you
you
for
give
the
us.
hospitality.
And I learned some. I thought I was a Bible toting, what do you call it?
Christy,
I thought I was a Bible toting guru.
Guru.
Or buru.
Yeah.
I get shocked because I something I learned up there. I thought it was 7 stations, but look, it's 14. I was shocked. So I learned something there.
I think that
Karma
was
Hill.
a very beautiful experience. Now, that definitely has been upgraded since the first time I saw it,
Okay.
more than 10 years ago, because there was no way I would have been able to walk up that hill without the carving of the steps.
Yeah.
The carving, and there was one section of it where I literally had to go down on all fours because I kind of like became conscious of the height.
Karma Hill.
Yeah, became conscious of the height, but
And that's the best.
it is definite. And we didn't see all of Cat Island,
Nope.
folks. There actually could be a part two because what we saw was just the southern side. We tried to go to Hawks Creek,
Hawks Creek.
and the it just seemed like an endless journey, so
Yeah,
we
we
turned
turned back.
around.
But I want you to know, Elutra. We can come to the window bridge.
Glass window.
Last window bridge. We get everywhere. Elutra, and if you know Super Tunes, he like go to bush. He like go to experience. I go anywhere. But I discovered that Nassau has some hidden treasures.
Yeah.
Nassau has some hidden spots. So we gotta explore
Road
Nassau.
Nassau.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nassau got some hidden spots. I will speak about it, but I ain't speak about that because I won't.
Okay.
But next week, Melanie, we're gonna explore Nassau hidden spot. You'll be so shocked that the things I find
Here on
about
the
Nassau
island.
that people live right here don't even know.
Wow.
They even don't know. And folks, yeah, I talking about the script club too. I get all that involved. I know the history spots. I got all the spots, historical and you'll be amazed what I discover in Nassau,
Little old Nassau.
little old Nassau. And I ain't talking about no 66 step and water tower. I talking about stuff right in your dorm mode you don't even know. Let me ask you all one question and see if y'all give me an answer. Where was the first post office in Nassau? None of y'all know. Some might know, but I bet I tell you, I find some hidden treasures by hitting the miss. So we talking a little history today now, a little hidden the miss, and I can give you a little hint. I can tell you where it is because I want you to think I talking fool and then you could go. So I can tell you where the first post office in the Bahamas used to be.
Let's see if we get any answer before you see.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
No, well, you leave that for a little minute, see if you
Answer.
really want to answer.
Yeah.
And so,
But he'll come back and give you the answer.
yeah, I give the
So if
answer
you
where the
think
first
you
post
know,
office is. Well, you all think you all know, but
let us know, and then Tony will give you a prize.
yeah. And so the history of the
Of the-
Bahamas
Very rich.
is real. And
Well,
and
think-
doing the show, that show, I get people hit me up. I get people hit me up from over the water. And I don't know how they know my name and how they find me, but seems like archaeologists can find anybody they will find. They know to find ruins. And I ruin. But
well, you said the word. The
Yeah.
archaeologists, they go in search of.
yeah. And so Cat Island was a treat for me. It was a treat from the beginning of just landing in Cat Island. The atmosphere, the environment was just so different. You know, we here in Nassau killing one another, and people in Cat Island living like kings and queens. They might be broke, but that's all right. They got health and strength. They got a roof over their head. They I met a guy. I can't remember the name.
Who used to play the basketball?
Yeah, what's his name?
Aaron.
Aaron. I met Aaron. I can talk about Aaron. And Aaron showed me how talented he was. Aaron could cut a hog,
Oh yeah.
and Aaron could cut that hog and cut it to just have a slab of ribs.
And
And then he could
had
cut it in
leg
a
of
lamb. He cut the way he cut it, and he could skin it and cut it different types
All different cuts.
types of, all different cuts, and you'll be amazed with a knife. You know, when we have to come in NASA and use machines and train, this to do a knife. Talented people, talented. So what we gotta do, see, we gotta be careful when we doing these shows and doing things. We don't mash people toe, because you be amazed what you discover, and you look at it and scorn it like, not me, and then when you realize what you be eating from the same big old fat hog. So you gotta be careful. Be very careful what you say and what you do, because you never know what you come to and what you gotta eat.
Yeah.
Like the man say, kill and eat. There's more in the land for it. Kill and eat. Yeah, Melanie. And Melanie want to talk about Cat Island and this and that. But actually we supposed to be talking about love and the 5 factions of love, 5 way of love, a love in different. See, before I leave, you got anything in the Cat Island? So I throw this at these people.
What's that?
You got anything else to say about that?
No, I think we've covered it. We said thank you. We've looked at, the features. I think we probably need to do a part 2 and go into Orange Creek and all those other islands. Maybe sometime.
Artist Town, sorry.
Because we went as far as Smiths. So from Smiths to Artist Town.
Yeah.
We need to, because I remember when I was there a couple years ago, there was this quaint little area. It was so beautiful. It was like you had left the island and entered Lyford Key. Seriously, no joke.
But Cat Island didn't give me no crap when I was there.
Well,
Yeah,
we
that
passed
ain't
Miss Mary on several occasions, because she's right, I think, between Bainstown and Zonical Hill. So we did pass her shop. I didn't go because, I don't eat crab, so I didn't highlight it. But my mom kept talking about wanting to go. She didn't have any on that particular trip, but she had many more trips.
But
And then her daughter, who lives here on the island of Nassau, who happens to be my hairdresser, she have them on a regular. Her
Yeah.
mom sends them in and she sells them.
So you won't find the
If
crab.
you want to find Miss Mary baked crab,
It's Mary Baked
I'll
Crab.
tell you how to get in contact with her daughter.
And folks, you could buy. You all folks like to show off. You all got delicacy and this and that, and the crab in the shell. So when y'all have good guests come, we don't get at the Bahamians.
The best of the best.
Yeah, we get the best of foreigners.
Comes from.
Yeah, and so we could tell you where you can get your little baked crab, stuffed crab, baked crab, stuffed crab, whatever. If you need to know in your flour cake and your this and that, we got the hookup. So if you need to know, but Melanie, you know what another thing about Cat Island was amazing? It seemed like every mile there was a church.
Oh yeah. Well, I know there were 2, 3 that we sighted in Port Howaloon, right?
Church in every corner in Cat Island.
Yeah. And then on the old Bight Road, I remember counting about another 3 or 4. Yeah. New Bight, I remember seeing at least 2. Because near the regatta site, there is that beautiful one that you mentioned.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Man, they had a church I think it was the Anglican church, with the stained glass. Yeah. And she'd tell us a story about how Mr. Reverend Brown, what is his name?
From Nassau?
Yeah.
Ranfully.
Ranfully Brown.
Yeah.
and how he came up to Cat Island and he helped them put the church, the stained windows in, and it was an amazing story. And see, this story needs to be told, and these things need to be told because people got to stop taking these things to grave. This history,
Yeah, yeah.
and we so all close up and to ourselves so much. See, we scared of all this hurt. We don't want people knowing get close to me, I hurt me, you know. And that was basically our topic for the day. Well, there's 5 pillars of love.
Love. Well, you still have half an hour, so
Yeah. I don't want to get
you
deep
wanna
into that. We got to wrap up Cat Island.
wrap up Cat Island and then we
Yeah,
get
the 5
to-
pillar loves, you know. And so Cat Island, you so sweet. Like I said, oh Cat Island, what time of night it is. Oh Cat Island.
There was one person who was widely recommended to us. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see her, but
Right.
nothing like having the elderly give their historical perspective. Maybe you might have learned that answer that neither Daisy May nor Miss Battle talk about, and that's the folk story and the Uber.
Oh yeah, she didn't want to talk about they want to talk about Obia. You know, them Cat Island people even talk about Obia. Every time you start talking about Obia and Cat Island, no, they don't see. They don't keep Cat Island as a ritual and a secret. They don't want nobody to know about Cat Island. You don't know about Cat Island, you come there. You ain't gonna hear it to the grapevine. You come there.
Experience and
Cat
tell
Island.
us what you see and what you feel. So anyhow, Tony, let's wrap this segment up then, and then we'll start another segment on your topic of the day.
Oh yeah.
So thank you. Tune in again. We will be right back
We will go right back.
with
We'll be right back.
segment 2 of
Segment
today's
2 of today's show.
Yeah.
And we will be talking about the 5 pillars of love.
Okay.
And you know, you all people, you all only love one way. Especially you all women.
5 pillars of love.
5 pillars of love.
Following. Thanks again for watching, and tune in again in a
Bye-bye.
couple minutes.